The question is that the motion be agreed to. The Honourable Steve Chadwick.
Mr Speaker, we've been wondering on this side of the House what actually initiated this bill coming before the House tonight, and I thank the Minister for his clarity about why it's here. I was on the original Select Committee with Dr Paul Hutchison, and we knew when we were looking at a futures that this was going to be quite a comprehensive and complicated bill and would need revisiting. In fact, I thought that we put a clause in the bill for it to be reviewed because we knew the nature of the bill was so complex. And so I'm not really surprised that here we are when it was enacted in 2004. Here we are in 2009 looking at the need for a tidy up, especially on this 10-year provision. It was my understanding that we never intended this to be a problem, and if this fixes it in terms of the legal interpretation of Clause 10, then that is absolutely understandable for us to be here today. I think the other issue, I'm surprised that it didn't come about by the ACART committee actually coming to the Minister asking for clarity on this. Perhaps the Minister then sought a legal opinion as to what we could do about this conundrum. Sylvia Rumble, who was the Chair, was always concerned about this issue. This will now give her clarity to go forward and get the guidelines drafted, I understand, so that the Ethics Committee have got clarity around the issue. It is a piece of law that actually New Zealand passed relatively uncontroversially, and I think it was the nature of the way Diane Yates shepherded her own bill through the House. A great passion, but incredibly well researched and also supported by clinicians who were well informed about the need for legal protection in the field of assisted human reproduction. So I just want to acknowledge Di Yates and her work, and to know that if this is the first time since a bill was introduced in 2004 that we're now looking at seeking clarity, it's been an enduring and a very well drafted bill. We support this bill in all forms and look forward to the Select Committee. There is always a story that comes out in the Select Committee that makes you realise that though at that time, in that environment where there was very little regulation or law, we needed to concern the human aspect. And when I was the Associate Minister of Health responsible for this issue, we were very concerned that there were some stories of great heartfelt stories from infertile couples, from perhaps rape cases where they were infertile later because of the damage to their bodies, who were seeking support for that second cycle, and in fact some had to go to Australia. And that was an issue that we had to face quite constantly. So I thank the Minister for his compassion.
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member, but the time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.